Howdy everybody, Louie Kachui here. I just got out of work and I'm hoping you had an awesome day. I had an amazing day. It's Wednesday, hump day. We made it halfway through the week. Congratulations. You earned it. And guess what? I got more cool things to show you today. I'm glad you guessed what. I wasn't gonna be able to live with the suspense. But today is neat because it's something that actually was found by yours truly and my girlfriend. So, what I have here is both ends of the Delaware River's magnificent quartz give, is what I'm going to call it. My vocabulary is running low because work was killer today. But I'll start with down south. Cape May. In New Jersey, Cape May is a wonderful place to find little tiny crystal clear stones known as Cape May diamonds. And what I got here for you folks is a little dish of sorts of what we found. And the interesting thing about this is or should I say the tricky thing? This is why they're tricky. They show off kind of like a foggy little look to them, like a steamed glass almost. But only when you find them in the water. I got a nice little dish of water here in front of me. Do they get this like crystal clear, like, I got a light. The light will do justice. I should not have looked into the light. But yeah, so now you have look at that. Isn't that something? I wish I could let me try to tilt the whole thing here. And these are they come in all different sizes, all different shapes. This one is honey-esque. Look at that. It looks like a glob of amber. It looks like I just pulled this off a tree, like it's sap. But this is a stone, ladies and gentlemen. And the quality, amazing. It's like glass, but it's quartz. So, if you have a friend who's a jeweler, maybe he could hook up a cutting. And you have a very nice stone that can be set, put to jewelry. I'm trying to find my personal favorite of the bunch. There she blows. This thing, I guess it would be called smoky quartz if it had not been processed through the Delaware River. But look at that. That's incredible. Even the little reflection on my thumb there, that's cool. It even looks good on video. I'm glad. I was afraid it wasn't gonna do justice. But yeah, I'm looking to see. I had a pink one, and they say, what is it? I think if you can find one of these that's in the shape of a heart, that's the most sought after. Supposedly, they'll pay you the biggest bucks. Kind of looks like an assortment of glass beads, but these are all stones. Isn't that incredible? And that's South Jersey. That's Cape May, New Jersey, where the Delaware River spits out these little guys, and they're soft, they're cut, they're warped by the surf, they're chewed up, they're polished off, they're all worn down. And now you might be wondering, what does one of these things look like before all that? Before it's beaten up, washed. I'll show you what it looks like. Because if you go north through New Jersey to Herkimer, New York, you can find a Herkimer diamond mine. You heard correct, folks. Herkimer diamond. Now they call it a Herkimer diamond because there are different qualities to this quartz. Again, that's right, it's quartz. The same quartz that made the Cape May keyword diamonds was once a Herkimer diamond. And what it is, it's this quartz that is such high quality, such high grade, that it can mimic a diamond, I believe, if cut properly. But these are the Herkimer diamonds. Hey, there you go. It looks like I crushed up a bunch of glass in my hand, but they're a bunch of little itty bitty diamonds.
Tell them we found them in rocks.
So the way you would get these is you go to this diamond mine, and there's our big one. Look at that. Right? How's that for a thumbnail? Holy guacamole. Yeah, this one made me jump for joy. But essentially, you could go there and they let you rent sledgehammers, pickaxes, all the goodies to crack open these stones where if it's porous enough, you might find one of these guys in there. And yeah, it's just the bee's knees. We kind of spent all afternoon there. It was a decent drive. I should have got more energy drinks for that. I highly recommend anybody who wants to travel up there and get your own diamonds, prepare for a trek and pack a big lunch, because it is you're gonna be working for these. But yeah, so there they are, the Herkimer diamonds. And I just find it amazing that you got these bad boys up north in New York. They come out of the Adirondack Mountains, I believe. Catskills. Don't yell at me. I'm sorry. I should know my mountain ranges better. But they just, come out of those mountain ranges up. I'm pretty sure it's the Adirondacks. Get, swept in through the rain into the Delaware River. Make their way down the Delaware. And then the ocean, like the same way sea glass is made, the Herkimer diamonds become Cape May diamonds. But I just love that it maintained the nickname diamond throughout the whole process. It starts as a diamond and it ends as a diamond. And just as a bonus, I wanted to, because you could Google about these things. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest a little bit. You got me. I Googled a little bit of this. This was indeed Googled. But nearby, we have a creek that we like to go to. And we have an itty bitty rock tumbler for novices like us. And I got some tumbled rocks for you today that we found, that we don't know what they are, but they sure are cool. And kind of like the Cape May diamonds, you gotta wet them a little bit, because I haven't figured out the polishing method. We're tumbling them and we're getting them good, but look, there's one. Ain't that beautiful? See, I'm glad you could see the blue in the film, like the camera like that. That is just so cool. I'm pretty sure I got this down the shore. If not at Cape May, maybe in Delaware. It's the blue one. I gotta. I'm not gonna go through every single one and be like, oh, but I'm definitely showing you my favorites because these are just gorgeous. Then you got this bad boy, which is I got this cool caramel. Look at that little quartz deposit up top where the light shines through. Looks like a hole, like a window. And then it flecks over into the yellow. Look at that coloring. I mean, come on. That's incredible. The wave through the color there, that is just the bee's knees. I highly recommend anybody out there who's an enthusiast about finding rocks like this and you just love shiny objects, get yourself a rock tumbler because they do justice. They definitely do justice. We got the Tumblebee. Adorable. The cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. And it definitely does justice. Look at this. This is a white stone that has a bit of a quartz characteristic to it. You can see the light just shining right through it. That is awesome. That is so cool. Little hints of yellow in there. Like, sorry guys, I'm a little speechless because I haven't actually seen these things like lit up like this. I might have to get a better camera to do a little bit more justice, maybe a better angle. But yeah, look at that right there. There you go. That's like that quartz, translucent characteristic to it. Like the light shines through. That's what I'm obsessed with. These are some of the coolest. And they were just on the ground, some of them. Here's a smaller one of kind of what I just showed you. It's a nice little shape. Maybe whittle it down into like a guitar pick or something. Look at that. You see the light going through there, the veins, the cracks, the what are those? Planes? You know what I mean? Like there are levels all throughout it. I'm like staring at the rock through the camera. This is so neat. Oh, here's something interesting. This is the best of both worlds. And I really hope the camera will show the clarity in that. Like glass. There it is. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, this is my little world in an egg because of the way that the top portion of it is like this clear quartz, as you can see, and the bottom portion is some kind of mineral burst that created this really cool inside effect that if I can ever afford a better camera to take a picture of the inside, I will. But yeah, this is why I do this right here. It looks like it's wearing pants. And I just love that. I'm not gonna drag on with these rocks because this light is weirdly giving off heat. But I wanna give you guys at least one more cool one. Right? How could I sign you up for all this without showing you at least one more cool one? Showed you this one. Oh, okay. Here's a neat one. Anybody out there who's familiar with what a carnelian is? This we got in our little nearby river. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's red. Like the stone is like red. I can't get it. It's red, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's a red rock!" Like here on the East Coast, I know Red Rock Canyon in Colorado is probably snoring at that, but this is like neat to me. So I'm showing you how neat to me it is. It's a carnelian. What are you? I mean, come on, man. You go to the store and you got to buy this for what did they hit you with? $20. If they carve it into something, God help your wallet. $50. Me, it's mine. But I'm just saying, you could go out there and get them yourselves. They're all over the place. In fact, I hear there's just about something cool to find in almost every state. There's definitely something cool to find in every country. I want to travel the world and find something, at least one thing cool in each country. I've overdone it here in America. But I think that'd be something fun to do. And I would love to know if anybody, out there's got some similar things that they locally love to find. What do you like to find, huh? You just got over this hard, difficult work day. You're tired. You watched my video. Thank you very much. So guess what? Let me know what you like to find, because that's what I'm also interested in. Thank you so much for listening to me blab about my rock collection that we've been finding. Both, Google assisted and non Google assisted finds. I hope to have much better camera quality in the future as far as being able to show you in depth the transparency of these rocks, like the crystal portions of them, just the depth of the stone itself. So that's on the drawing board. I won't forget about it. I won't forget about you. You are the one that matters. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for making it this long. And I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Great dinner, great lunch, great breakfast. Whatever is coming up, enjoy it. You earned it. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much and goodbye.